Hey guys, Doobie-Doo77 again with yet another edition of the Mario Kart 64 VA Tournament Archive. Before we begin though, we got our Stump the Fans trivia question to get to. Sure, Matthias has been dominant in Mario Kart 64. Or in fact, he's dominated quite a bit of courses here in the VA Tournament. But can you tell me which course has been the weakest of his so far? Or after 1 year of competition? Answer will be revealed when we get to Friday. Without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Up next, everybody's favorite track. Yes, you know it. It's called the road. It's called the Rainbow Road. Who's ski jumping down the track? It looks like, yep, almost everybody's actually ski jumping down the track. I think Matthias might have taken the faster strat, or maybe Booth did. I don't know. Meanwhile, first item's coming in. Single banana for Matthias Rustemeyer. Red shell for Brian Ray. Oh, same with Booth. But JT triple shrooming his way. But he gets hit by Booth's red shell here. Oh dear. Meanwhile, Booth picking up a triple mush, trying to get back up to the rest of the crew. Up Booth spiral. As Matthias is already on the other end. Brian Ray soon to follow. Oh. Meanwhile. Booth! Getting... Oh my god, he got hit by a shell, I think? It might have been a green shell this time, I don't know. I don't know how that happened. But Booth's not quitting, thank goodness. Because I was going to say, a little irresponsible to give up on lap number 1. As Matthias, still with a single banana... getting another banana. Anna trying to trip up the others. That's Brian Ray firing red shells. And Booth getting dead red shells. Meanwhile, it's that time again, guys. Time for fun facts. Now, it's weird to notice, but Booth had his own ticket window going back in 2017 when he told his fellow followers that he was going to be competing in the VA tournament. He had a pay-per-view on his own ticket booth. I mean, it sounds very common. And for him, really. Meanwhile, Brian Ray, or should I say, Paul Brayan. Yeah, that literally was his real name. And he had an interesting story growing up. He was born a very, very giant infant. And so, it was so big he broke the scale. And through puberty, he was shrinking until he became the normal-sized adult, really. And that's why you see him as he is today. Meanwhile, JT Styrone, legend has it, he will actually be competing in the 2022 World Cup with Brazil, following his ancestor, Pele, in the World Cuppery, right there. Meanwhile, Matthias, you wouldn't believe this, he actually runs track and field in the form of these courses, actually. He doesn't run straight up track and field. He only runs track and field if they're shaped like the courses that you see in the game. Actually. And he's won every single race there, undefeated. Because it's hard to sprint out these maps. Come to think about it. Meanwhile, on to the final lap. JT getting triple reds, used one of his up. Now, he's trying to get Matthias, but he's already in a huge lead right now. Meanwhile, Kevin Booth getting a star. But can he catch up to the rest of the pack? He's already further back because of his fall on lap 1. Meanwhile, Booth already used his star, yep. But he's still got a lot of ground to make up for, or against Brian Ray, who's currently in third. The only true battle here is Brian Ray and JT Styrone. But Booth firing a lightning bolt though. But it'll keep Matthias in the lead, but sure, it'll have Booth enter the fray here. Meanwhile, he picks up a star. Meanwhile, middle of the pack, JT and Brian Ray triple mushing. Ing their way through the Ubu spiral, already on the other end. On to Donkey Kong and Yoshi's turn. Yeah. Every true landmark in this course literally tells a story here. Meanwhile, Brian Ray, picking up triple reds, but he's fallen back even further, though. Oh, it's going to be a battle of the Toads for second place. Ace says Booth has caught the middle of the pack. But JT, but he knocks Brian Ray off the course. Wait a minute. You got an airmail going. Wait a minute. So Matthias is already in the lead right now. He already won the race. Whew, it's going to be a battle for second place here. As it's going to be JT in second and Booth third. Meanwhile, on to Wario Stadium. Now, we can't really see too much action, so we're going to have to skip ahead to where we can see everything. We're further ahead in the action. Sorry for the skip ahead. But we want to see racing coverage, not a blue screen. As many of you may know. Meanwhile, Matthias already threw this first lap. Everyone else has got some ground to make up.
Sorry about that, guys. We had a little trouble.
Anyway, once again, Battle of the Toads having to catch a princess in the process. Although Matthias has a big lead, he can't get too cocky yet. Because, remember, we got that one spot that we've been mentioning previous weeks that could change the game. Meanwhile, fake item coming in. Oh, but blue shell. Oh, I'm pretty sure that was fired by Brian Ray or Booth here. Most likely Brian Ray, because Booth's been holding on to triple shells here. Meanwhile, Brian Ray trying to star right into third here. Anyway, Matthias over the Grande ramp for a second time. I'm in this race. Still out in a huge lead. Brian Ray picking up a star. Can he get up to second? He passes Booth for third place. Oh wait, no, Matthias. Oh no, this was Matthias's final lap. I didn't realize that. Matthias took the win. Meanwhile, rounding the final bend, JT closing into the finish. But it's going to be a huge battle. It's a speed battle, and Brian Ray takes it. Oh my God. Scores after 9 tracks. That was a wild one. After that, Matthias and JT still 1 point within each other, or 21-20. We have Brian Ray in third with 9 and Booth in dead last still with 4. The rest of the third quarter coming up tomorrow. See you guys then.